How do we help loan originators identify first-time homebuyers, and how to use our alerts to help you capture business from the contacts in your phone and email. What is a predictive first-time homebuyer alert? It's a notification when one of your MonitorBase contacts is meeting our predictive algorithm. How does our algorithm identify a contact who is a good candidate for a first-time homebuyer alert? Well, first we check their credit. If they meet your credit standards, and if they've ever had a mortgage before. If they have, you might still get one of our homebuyer or our home seller alerts, but that's not a topic for today. If they do meet your credit criteria and they don't have a mortgage, that's when we look at a myriad of other data points like debt and debt utilization, previous mortgage applications activity, DTI and DTI trends, age, and other relevant life event data and behaviors that might indicate interest in a mortgage at this time. Now, that's what goes into the model. And if you get an alert for a first-time homebuyer, before we get into what you should do with it, let's talk about what you should know about the average first-time homebuyer. First, they are not quick. This is not a streamlined refinance. First-time buyers often take more time than any other buyer type. Second, they need more education than you realize. Just because they've read an article or two on the topic doesn't mean you shouldn't spend the time necessary to familiarize them with the basics. Third, you don't need to take the application right away. If they aren't ready, if you provide them with valuable information up front, they will want to work with you down the road. Now, you get one of these alerts, what should you do with it? First, you follow up. You call, you text, you email. Engage that contact and start a conversation. It's not really about you yet, it's about them. What they're trying to do and why. Reach out, ask questions, and listen. They're going to tell you how you can help them, whether they ask you a lot of questions or not. And of course, there are some common first-time homebuyer objections, and they are the same as just about every buyer's objections today. And it boils down to, is this a bubble? Should I wait until the market cools off? And while that's a question that only they can answer for themselves, as a consultant, you can assure them that this has been a fear for buyers, especially first-time buyers, for years. Can you imagine how much the past 2 years of first-time buyers would have regretted it if they chose to delay that buying until things cool down over the past 2 years? Inventory shortages aren't resolving anytime soon, and they can really use your expertise here to navigate that question. Now, how should you be using these first-time buyers alerts? First, to find opportunities in your past prospects, leads, or referrals from your referral partners. And more recently, using database enrichment to find opportunity in your extended network of phone and email contacts. Who should be monitored for that kind of first-time homebuyer behavior, these predictive alerts? It's really all of the contacts in your CRM, phone, emails, referral partners, or referrals from your referral partners, old leads. And let me explain a couple of examples to show you what I mean. Rather than limit yourself to just past clients or past prospects, consider getting a first-time buyer alert on Samuel. He's a kid who used to mow your lawn 8 years ago when he was in high school. You saved his contact in your phone and you haven't thought of him in almost a decade. But now he's graduated from college and he just recently got married. You get a first-time homebuyer alert that he meets our predictive model as a likely first-time homebuyer, and you can follow up with him and help him with that home purchase. Or maybe you get an alert on Jared. He works at Toyota. He sold you your past 2 cars. Or Steve. He's the plumber that replaced your water heater this winter and helped with the remodel, doing the plumbing on your remodel when you bought your house in 2016. These are all people you know. You've worked with them, they've worked with you in the past, and they need mortgages just like anybody else. Why not help them get a mortgage with you? And first-time homebuyers are super important, really more important than ever. They're such an underserved market. As a group, they're despondent. And that's not an exaggeration. They are so worried that the American dream is dead for them, that housing is simply out of reach. And the truth is, housing is one of the greatest wealth-building tools there is in helping Americans achieve their dream. And you have the ability to not only identify, but reach out to and help them get on the path to accomplishing that dream. So click the link below. Let's talk about how you can use the first-time homebuyer alert for your CRM, leads, phone, and email contact databases.